Hi, SamiWheeler. I actually just want to sleep right now. The only reason I'm uploading this because I forgot to last week. I was going to, but I kind of couldn't because I was over in another state. As I mentioned last week, no, I don't want to switch. I was going on a trip of studio tours to Minneapolis, Minnesota, and it went rather well. I had a few anxiety attacks on the second day, and I think I screwed up quite a bit socially, but hey. Live and learn, and positives. I did have fun the first day. It was very fun. I got to run around, take pictures, which are free, try takeaway curry for the first time ever. I couldn't eat it every day, but once a day is okay. My ED did continue to pester me and drive me crazy during this time. So, unfortunately, I'm getting better. Oh, ding, not another! Ah, jeez. I will beat him. Sorry, I have a little toy I got. It's my current way to relax. My Butterfree is OP. Nothing can touch it right now, and it's funny. Oh, on topic. So, the Minneapolis trip. I got to tour studios. I'm paying attention. Really, I totally am paying attention. That thing's creepy. I'm not distracted. Okay. So, during the studio tours, I did find out that being gifted with words and being able to copyright is a wonderful thing in graphic design. It's actually highly valued, which I had no clue about before. And one of the people we talked to said if he'd had the skill, he would have been a copywriter and designer. And I'm very good at copywriting, which means putting words on paper. So, yeah. So I'm going to definitely incorporate that into my portfolio. Concerning the poster idea I was going to do for Halloween, there's great news there. I actually just finished the largest section of homework I have for this weekend. So if I can finish most of the rest of it tonight or tomorrow morning, or afternoon, I can actually work on the posters I promised and have it all ready to go on Sunday. Sound cool, right? Because then Sunday, I can upload it Monday morning after I sync it audio-wise, and you can have your quick little slideshow that I promised, maybe 3 minutes max or 4 minutes, depending on time. But yeah, so I actually will have time to get the poster thing done. I will have time to do my Halloween thing. I'm actually really happy about that. Back to Minneapolis. So, walked around, took pictures, had curry, had pizza, didn't keep it all down, unfortunately. I know I'm strong. Level 60 versus your, 25? It's distracting! If anybody knows what Nintendo released very recently, you will completely understand why this is distracting. This has actually been a nice way for me to detox. I have a book on this side of my computer, I have this on this side of my computer, and my work right here. That is my workspace right now. It works. Just having it, because I type one-handed, I mostly work with one hand. 80% of the time, unless I have to use the shift keys. So, I kind of get distracted. And since this particular creature is trained way beyond what I'm fighting, I just really use one-handed buttons, and I'm like, done. And then if I get pain in one hand, I just switch it up. So, yeah. Back to Minneapolis trip. Had fun. Walked around. Enjoyable. Last section of the trip, where we got a degree of free range, free roaming time. I went to... Well, I was just walking around. We had 5 minutes to get back on the bus. And probably one of the most enjoyable parts of the trip that day. Not as good as the tour of aesthetic apparatus, and I'm actually going to go grab why that was a lot of fun right now. Trying to keep this down under 10 minutes. So, we toured aesthetic apparatus. They are a screen printing and letterpress studio, and they, at the end of the tour, after they explained their awesomeness, I can't explain the full tour because I'm not sure if I'm legally allowed to, but they had a free pile, free scraps of paper, free reference material. I took a free reference book. Happy! And with the free scrap paper, I made this. These are not my designs. These belong to Aesthetic Apparatus. But this is their scrap junk. But I made it cool. I am an Andy Warhol. Fear me. This is my interpretation of modern art. Though technically it's more retro. I think it's cool. So, yeah, that was fun. And the other thing I did before I think it was when we were dropped off for lunch after Aesthetic, or before. I think it was before. Before we went there, I'm walking down the street, and I see this one-man band singing, and doing his guitar, and he has a harmonica and everything. And it's only, he's not getting that much change that day, and I didn't have much to spare. I gave him 30 cents, but because I felt kind of bad, and it was just such catchy music, I sang along and did a little jig, and I got told, "That's right, sing the music, sister!" And then I just skipped away, with huge amounts of shame going on in my mind at the same time. It was fun, though. I mean, reflectively, it was a very fun experience to do that, and there was somebody else there, which is the only part that kind of spooked me. There's this businessman there watching, and then I just jump in at random and then walk away. And I give him money. I don't know, but it was just fun. That night we stayed at a hotel. I did not go in a swimming pool. Ate at the place connected to the hotel. Oh wait, before the hotel was the Walker Art Museum, and Statue Garden. I will tell you one thing about that particular place. It has made me, the sculptures were amazing. I love the sculptures. I got some really fun pictures I'm going to put into, another slideshow kind of presentation thing. And I had fun. I did a lot of posing, a lot of fun poses. It was lots of fun. If I mentioned it was fun. I got to see some beautiful pieces. There was a horse that looked like it was made out of wood, but it turns out it was made of bronze cast in the shape of wood, which was one of my favorite pieces. There were little replicas of temples. I got to swing. I got to actually interact with it, so it was just I got to swing on the swing piece and make faces and pose and act like Spider Sammy, and yeah. Oh, fine, let's go, OP. So it was just fun! I don't know how... And then we went to the museum and all the fun died. The museum itself wasn't bad. I can't really bash the museum. I really, really, really can't. All I can say is I hate modern art. I don't hate modern statue art. I hate modern art. Statue art and modern art are totally different. I hate the concept of found art. Quite simply because, for bloody hell... Just because you found it and looks like a gun doesn't make it art. It's like me grabbing a fossil that somebody else has already named saying, "I'm naming this the Sammy Piece of Wonder." It makes no sense. None. I was infuriated. And there was just literally dog toy. There was a dog toy and a plastic toy and something you just buy placed by this particular artist. If you've been there, you know who I'm talking about. People were like being all intellectual over, like, "Oh, it's a fine, introspective piece of art. Oh my gosh, the dog toy is such, it shows the innermost, softer the sides of the human concept." Oh, for the love of shit. It's a dog toy taken off someone's lawn. In fact, it looks creepily like one that my dog had go missing some years ago. Oh my god, the hairbrush. The sponge. I have pictures. It's modern art is for some people. I liked the ones that looked like little demon-possessed tribal figures. I liked the fake food things, and I liked the weird obsession with Mickey Mouse, which was just kind of creepy, but at the same time kind of appealing. I enjoyed some of very few pieces in that museum. In the end, I disliked most of it, and ended up sitting for 30 minutes having a very wonderful conversation with an environmental sciences major about the logical consequences of going from a currency-based system, capitalist, to a barter trade system in the current world economy, the U.S. doing so itself to solve its debt woes. And we also went into the logic of vertical greenhouses versus traditional agriculture, potential cost and cost okay, cost, risk, cost, and profit, benefits, and analysis. It was fun talk. I won't talk about it here. Kind of stuff. It was in the moment, and she had great shoes. If you're watching this, you know who you are. Really, keep going where you're going. We also commented on how apparently being a politician is one of the easiest jobs in the world because you just get paid to write words and debate. And based on one of our two current parties, this also happens to include throwing temper tantrums. So, second day, after I had food and then exercised in the middle of the night for no reason whatsoever, besides that I enjoy exercising in the middle of the night and it makes me happy inside for reasons I don't quite know, so we won't get into them. Let's see, I went to bed, I rested. Am I an Earl now? Sorry. It's distracting. It's not you, it's not me, it's this fun thing that brings me happiness inside my heart. Where is he? I want to kick his butt. Yes. So, anyway, second day, we visited Sussner Design, which is a smaller firm that's keeping itself small, kind of like Aesthetic Apparatus. But they do a lot, like Aesthetic Apparatus, they do a lot of work in Minneapolis, very local. And similar to Sussner's, where the one guy who ran Artur, the owner and manager, mentioned the copywriting thing, which made me feel good. Unfortunately, that day was the beginning of Anxiety Central. Yeah. It was the beginning of me. Well, no, I think Sussner might have. No, Sussner was the day before, I think. So we went to Sussner, and it was fun. It was very enjoyable. And I'd been around people too much, and I started feeling anxious, and I started freaking out, and that didn't really phase out till today. So I started being me, the A-type kind of personality I am, and yeah. I was quiet, and I observed, but I ended up not being able to see a lot of the examples that we actually were shown. I got to hear how they worked, how they started up, but I didn't get to see many of the examples of their work or slideshows, because everybody was crowding them, the tables, and I'm the smallest person in class, and nobody kind of, well, one of the smallest, and I'm not exactly that big, and so I didn't exactly get a chance to see everything, which was kind of a downer. Then we went to Studio on Fire, and though it was fascinating and awesome letterpress studio, for some reason I was much more fascinated with the way they cut and designed what they had there versus Sussner and Aesthetic, where I liked the design style itself, and I liked what they did and how they implemented it. With Studio on Fire, I was more interested in the processes they used to get what they did, and the cutting out of it, and the die cuts they used, and assembly. So I go to Studio on Fire, walk around, ask the weirdest question ever. Is this one of the 100% steam-powered letterpress machines? Because it was partially steam-powered, and she's like, oh, no, it's partially steam, partially electric. I'm like, well, would one of them still exist? It's these silly questions other people find stupid, and I'm like, but come on! It's cool! And then she explained to me how it worked. So I got to find out how this machine works, and I got to stare at it like a weird person. I have this thing about big machines. I like figuring out how they work. Normal. Completely normal. Right. Yeah, that's right. Kick your ass. Sorry. Distracting! So, back on topic. So I went through Aesthetic Apparatus. I took a lot of pictures everywhere. No, we were on fire, Studio on Fire. So I got a lot of pictures, a lot of reference imagery, a lot of fun. And then towards the end of our tour at Studio on Fire, they had the ink mixer machine going. And for some reason, I have no idea why, I've always been fascinated. Anything that has a cylinder that's rotating perpetually, with some kind of liquid going around it, I will literally stare at it for hours, fascinated. And that's what I did. This was me. Oh, my teeth are horrible. Shit. I didn't realize they'd gotten that bad. Oh, crap. Ignore that! So this was me. I was just staring at this paint going round and round and round. It was really cool to watch. And I actually got camera footage of it. Some actual video footage. So I'm going to actually sync that to light effects and probably some music because I can. And really just because I can. So it'll be very fun. I'm going to post that like maybe this weekend at some point as a holdover for Halloween. I don't really know. I just know that it's fun. And then at the end of the tour, cool. So, yeah. That was the most, I got some really good footage. And then after that, we had some free time. And I just, at a 50th French Street, I think. And all I really picked up there was some fancy fun paper for for fairly good price, and researched embossing at Paper Source. Stopped at a few stores. I picked up, let's see, did I even get lunch? Yeah, I grabbed lunch. It was pumpkin bread that I've been nibbling since last Friday all the way. I just finished it yesterday. That's really been what I've been living on. A scone. Yeah, that was it. I think I grabbed one other thing, but I don't think it lasted. I had pumpkin bread, a scone, something else. Shoot, I can't remember. Oh, and also that morning I took a lot of free food from the place we... Well, no, wait, if they're watching, no. I acquired complimentary products offered by the offered by the hotel I was at that were complimentary. Like 5 things of cereal. So besides picking up those things at Paper Source, getting that snack food, let's see, I picked up a portfolio outfit. I ran around. I guess I got a little too excited, took pictures, found out that everything in my mom's closet is now fashionable, like the stuff from the 80s. Yay. And then, what else did I do? I got a plant that doesn't need dirt. So it's alive. It's lasted 4 days around me, so I'm really happy inside about that. And soap. Didn't hit this antique store. I should have, though. So yeah, it was just, that was the trip. I came back. On the way back, I guess I did something stupid, and I lost my cherry berry virginity, but now I can never have ice cream or anything milk-related again, because on the way back, I also realized my allergies gotten out of control because my throat swelled and burned. Yay! So no more milk products for Sammy. See, got back, rested for a day. Homework. Photo shoot, prop. Homework. Spray paint fun. Homework. That was pretty much the last week. Wednesday, I had a few anxiety attacks. I said some really stupid stuff. I realized that my anxiety has actually gotten really out of control as of late, so I'm going to try to get back in control. And homework. Homework. That has been my life. I just finished up, as I said in the beginning of the video, the ending, the last part of the heavy section of homework I have to finish. I still have a lot of work to do, but not as much as before, and I have some free time now, which to me means... Jesus. So, yeah. That was pretty much what happened after Minneapolis. Homework. And more homework. It's been never ending. Oh, and I picked up my new toy, on Sunday. It came out Saturday. It's fun. It's a nice way to rewind and, relax a little. like I'm doing right now. What else? Not really much. Lots of homework. Just the usual. I'm gonna try some more anxiety control techniques over the weekend, and I got invited to a Halloween party. Also, I'm gonna scare the bejesus out of you guys in the next video. I'm warning you. I have this wonderful mask, and I'm gonna use it. So, that's really it. I mean, I took 21 minutes almost now. Wow, not a record for me, but it's pretty close. And the reason it took so much time is I had to go over everything over the past 2 weeks. Again, good news. Posters are going to happen. If I can finish everything up the way I want to, posters are going to happen. So I will have that up. And anybody who posted an idea or comment, those are going up. The other good news is I will it's getting towards midterms, so I will also most likely be posting some of the animatics I was planning to get going around the end of October, and I have a really funny advertising, yet not advertising example for, the first one. And it's not going to be what I thought it would be, or I might do kinetic typography. Hey, that rhymes! Anyway, I've kept all of you guys long enough. Most of you have midterms. I'm pretty sure most of the people who watch my videos have midterms. Concerning that, I have no study tactics to give away except face in book, bright paper, ignore all potential social life. And that's it. And stay away from the face of books or anything like that until they're over. So yeah. That's really it. One thing of note, on Monday, I got so anxious that I have decided to no longer be around computers, and I feel really bad for how I acted, and how I acted this Tuesday, because my anxiety got out of control. Again, I was better today. So yeah, that's it. I think so. Damn it! In every other take... There you are. Okay. Before I go, I want to introduce you to the bane of my existence, the reason I can't finish homework most of the time, and probably the most adorable little cord-chewing monster on the face of the earth. Say hello, baby. And that there is... yeah. You've seen her in my videos before. Oh, and I made this shirt myself. So. That's it. 24 minutes almost? Damn. I might section this out, but probably not. You guys can skip ahead. You know how my videos generally go. I start up on a logistical topic. I spent about 10 minutes... a logical topic. I spent about 10 minutes... 15 minutes on the Minneapolis thing. Yeah. So, happy midterms. Have fun on Halloween. To everybody out there who is having a stressful midterm, let's game. Very good relaxing technique. Also, remember to eat, or you end up like me, where on Wednesday my body, I could actually feel it eating itself. So bad. Yeah. Very bad. Don't do that. That's just very bad. That's all I can say. I'm too tired and too relieved to care. This has been SamiWheeler. I'm gonna go night-night now.